All right, my darling artists. Here's our first lesson in Adobe Illustrator. All right. Here's what your workspace might look like. I chose a nice big one so y'all could see it. And there's a lot of tools over here. We'll be learning about most of them. Some of them look the same as in Photoshop or Photopea. Some of them are the same, but some of them just look the same, and they're actually not. So um, here's what you need to know about Illustrator. Anything made in Illustrator, right? Like, let's just make a shape. So I'm going to go here to the rectangle tool, right? And make a shape. It's got a middle, the fill, and it's got an outline, the stroke, right? Just like fill and stroke in Photoshop, when you can either fill an object with something or you could just do the stroke and that's just the outline. That's what these are. But anything you make in Illustrator is going to have those two parts, right? And you'll always see them right here. You can see this one has a hole in it. That's the stroke, the outline. And this one, the purple one, is the color of the middle. That's the purple. So I could take either of those things and change it up, right? If I click on this, I could change the color, which I don't want to do right now. Or down here, this is to do a color. This is, I could put a gradient in it. Oh, except look at this. Anytime I want to do anything to anything, I got to use this tool up here, the little black arrow tool. Click on it, and now I could change that fill to a gradient. That's beautiful. Or I could get rid of that fill entirely. This third little box over here, down there on the left, means just get rid of the fill. Cool. So the stroke, if I want to do that, I have to click on it again. And look at this. If I click in the middle now, nothing happens because the fill isn't even there. So I got to click right on the line for the stroke. Let me, now that I have the whole thing selected, let me put the fill back in so you can see. And stop. And if I get rid of the stroke, you can see that now there's no outline around it, right? Or I could even just make the stroke, click on it, a gradient. I don't think I had it selected. Make the stroke a gradient. Oh, I know why. Let's set it back. Let's make it thicker so we can actually see it. Here we go. So see how the stroke is still there, but half is white and half is black. All right, so we got a fill and we got a stroke. That's good for anything. And I want y'all to make some shapes and experiment with the strokes and the fills. So I come back up here to the rectangle tool. If I click and hold on it, I got all these other ones. I'm going to just show you this polygon real quick. That means many-sided shape. Click on it. And I can go ahead and click and drag. Whoop. And it's going to do whatever this last one was set on. Right? But I can change that up. I can change the color of the fill. And I could change the color of the stroke, or just even do away with the stroke. All right. Oh, so I just tried to move it, but I didn't have the arrow selected. I had that selected, so it made another one. Just backspace out of that. Take that black arrow, and now I can move this baby around. All right, one on top of the other. Okay, last things I want to show you just for this little video because I don't have much time. See, 29 seconds left. If I'm using my black arrow, I'm selecting one of these, I could right click and I can transform it. I can also send it to the back or the front. So one is overlapping the other. Make a bunch of shapes. Fill this up with shapes. Make a beautiful composition only using shapes. That's all.